And yeah, the Germans are just cleaning house. Killing AT gun as well. Yes, don't let live. Oh, although you pissed off Caffeine, he brought up the IS-2. Hello everyone, this is Greyshot17 here bringing you another COH2 replay. This is Saturday, so that's a 4K day, which also means it's submitted by one of my Patreon supporters. So thank you to all my patrons for your amazing support. And today was submitted by an RNG God, the top tier Patreon supporter, so thank you. We got, I'll tell you them at the end. We got Campaign, Hulk, SDS, and Green. It's been a while, let's see what Green is. God damn, there's nothing. Oh, Frostpunk, good game, good game, good game. Anyway, let's see, Super Hornet, Milam, Caffeine, nice, and Rena. Funny enough, in this, literally went back through the old Ruby soundtrack. One of them was Caffeine. Didn't necessarily enjoy that, but goddamn, there's some good stuff like Neon, was it Red Roses Part 2, stuff like that. Also, before I get too into this, make sure you guys, hit that like, subscribe button, and ding that, bell. Hit that bell, something like that. That's a lot of YouTubers will say something. Anyway, the point of the matter is, I've been noticing, and a lot of the YouTubers have been noticing YouTube not recommending people videos, even though they're part of the content creation, or desubscribing them. So make sure you're subscribed, and make sure that you get notified when a video comes out, because YouTube sometimes is YouTube. So there is that. Speaking of, well, doing things they normally do, MG gets in a building, easily push back some conscripts. Luckily, conscripts, though, quickly react, get behind the cover. Meanwhile, again, Road to Artem, a 4v4 map. You have this big middle area, pretty much a road that cuts off both sides, although usually, because of, like, the cover here, it's easier to grab this for the one side. I know this is a lot easier to just shred apart the infantry here, same thing. Even though it's like, oh, you can easily walk in, they have the full cover to stay in the fight a little bit longer. At least keep the fight going. We'll see how things go, though, as the Soviets are not showing that. Actually, funny enough, it's a full Soviet team versus 3 Wehrmacht and OKW. We'll see how things go. Right now, we have a lot of Soviets in mid, but none of them can deal with this MG. A mortar would be a good... Oh, there we go. There's a mortar. Coming on up, but a mortar would be good to drop smoke to grab it, although another MG walks on up and be like, I'm just gonna lock down this territory. So good job, Hulk, you do you. Just, you know, don't destroy too much. We have a scout car coming on in. Looks like Peel troops had to pull back, so he puts in an engineer, and yeah, that should quickly be able to do some damage. Pioneers can't really do all that much damage to it, so combine that with the squad inside. Yeah, that Pioneer squad's gonna want to get the hell out of there. Meanwhile, it looks like most of his men are over here, but he has no grenadiers out. So, oh wow, is he chasing? He is chasing! Pioneer squad gets killed right outside the base. MG will not light up that scout car, so he's fine. He's totally fine. Meanwhile, flank coming in by the Germans, pouring on in the mid. God damn it, Milam's like, peace, I'm out. SDS is just storming on in. We got mortar as well retreating. Yeah, Milam is out. He is gone. And to be fair, I don't blame him. Grenadiers and Volk squads engaging the remaining engineers in the area. But Kubel, that one, oh man. Good job, Sturm. You dove in front of that mine to save the Kubel. Very nice. Hopefully they take that point. This Soviet went with an engineer. I'm sorry, engineer Soviet Penal? That's all he has? Okay. I mean, the sniper's not a bad idea. The Kubel's like, I'm chasing him. Which is why instantly retreated. Germans leading the charge quite effectively across the map, so really good job there. Scout car coming back. Oh, it's the infamous backwards flamethrower tactic. Although, to be fair, against this MG, that's going to work wonders. Because, yeah, not only can the MG not get in position to open fire on the scout car because it keeps moving around, the flamethrower is super effective, so... Yeah, it's just going to keep getting killed. My god, is it really going to kill the MG? It might actually kill that MG. Now, even if he kills it... Oh, he's going to steal it? Oh, he stole it. Nice MG-42 for the Soviets. Scout car just backing the F up. MG being taken. Panzerfaust... Again, Panzerfaust being shot. Unfortunate. Almost managing to escape. All penal troops coming in to save their friend, although we have a grenade going out, which is, I guess, stunned. Very nice. It stops them in their tracks. But Scout Car does manage to escape, and honestly... Oh, Grenadier's coming on over. They put some cover Here, maybe to stop people coming on in, but yeah, I like you can see here, like he put down the cover and that, but like here, it's maybe it would be better just to put it right there. I don't know, because you're removing your own cover. MG suppressing the Grenadier squad, and the scout car will escape. Good job there, Rena. Good job with the penals, which are, by the way, coming on in and supporting Caffeine and Milam to hopefully battle for mid. MG's now in this building. Lots of conscripts, MGs, and support equipment being made. Not bad. Not bad whatsoever. Because now, what I could see happening is, again, smoke going down. Oh, he's dropping a flare, so he's trying to see what the enemy has. Actually, there's no MG here, so they don't need the smoke. Snipers moving on in. We have a cache that went down by Super Hornet. Not a bad idea. Get that, get those resources flowing for the allies as they kind of need it. Axis definitely have lead right now, so anything they can do to help would be greatly appreciated. Conscript squad needs to retreat before it gets annihilated. Caffeine with shock rifles, so that allows for a lot of good anti-infantry tactics and an IS-2 on the field, though the Germans are being proactive and trying to cut off enemy resources going back since there's really nothing over here. Again, he's making the look, he's building a tier 3 base. That's fine. He can get T-70, you know, SU-76, but he doesn't have a lot, honestly, and even though the German may not necessarily have a lot either, he has a bit more. As long as he keeps the pressure going, that's more important. Satchel, not thrown, unfortunately, by Super Hornet on that scout car, which manages to barely eke its way out of there. They're advancing against a line of MGs. I love Milam going like, support equipment, hold the line for as long as possible. And to be fair, doing pretty well. They managed to hold the German attack, and now they have that territory under their control. Unfortunately, they are losing some points on their side, although I think something just died over here. Yeah, they just lost that squad in the retreat. Looks like that man got Yamshud. Okay. Not a bad way to go. At least it's memorable. Any case, so scout car advancing. Again, even though that's just versing MGs, it's still a lot that the scout car has to take, and unfortunately, it can't really sustain a consistent MG fire, as we can see right there. I think it take it quite a bit, but not too much. Mortar's going to definitely need to be pulled back. Nice rifle grenade. MG's focusing on the scout car, not the infantry, so yeah, easy kill. Trying to go for the stun. Unfortunately, manages to escape, barely. AT gun moving on in with some additional penals and conscripts. Sniper still in play with 6 kills. Scout car's like, no, die. And will it die is the question. Why would you not, like, throw smoke or something? Why would you retreat with your shock troops? I don't know. But it's going to die. There's more than enough rifle fire. I think it will. It should. Are you serious? Okay, thank you, AT gun. I really do want to eat my own words there, but I was getting to that point. Once again, this scout car comes in with a flamethrower. Unfortunately, the Panzer headquarters is now active, so yeah, that's a problem. MG. Oh my god, I love it's a Maxim. Anyway, yeah, scout car's gonna die. Oh well. And I love how the Germans are counteracting it by getting their own scout cars. Like, no, we cannot let that thing live. Yeah, Grenadier needs pulled out before it dies. Do you have medical back at base? You have to do medics. Okay, so they all have medics. The Germans have medics. Medics, and is that all of them? I'm missing someone here. Medics. Oh, no medics. Caffeine has got no medics. Okay. I mean, I guess you can rely on the rest of it. I don't count the OKW because, again, they have the base here, which they've already upgraded. You can't really do that back at base. Oh, good hit. Again, I'll give Germans credit. They're putting a lot of pressure, but that right side now is kind of collapsing. Scout car trying to come over to help. Caffeine has no AT grenades, so he's got no base upgrades. No conscript upgrades, no medics. Ugh. Definitely want to help that out. And I love Rena's being like, yeah, we're just going to make sure there's no mines here. We're just going to clear anything out that could possibly deal with, like, give us a lot of shit. I mean, not a bad idea. Not at all. But, anyway. Decommissioning that unit for fuel, not a bad idea. Again, I'd also go with the mortar. Why not? It's a German mortar. If you want it, sure. But hey, that's 5 extra fuel, and also SDS is slowly gaining. Like, we already know he has a Panzer headquarters building, so he's probably at least 2 minutes away from armor, which is actually a pretty damn good like ratio to get armor by. Unfortunately, he doesn't have a huge army right now. Some of it's well equipped, but he needs more men. Grenadier squad coming in to help out the scout car. You would see these guys kind of rush in for an AT grenade, but the scout car is doing damage. Panzerfaust against the T-70. Conscripts couldn't go in for their own AT grenade, but they are pulling back. What is this? Over in mid, Germans are holding with Obersoldaten, and they're fighting some guards troops. Okay, with DPs. I would try to give an examination of who would win that fight, but the AT gun's like, no, we're just gonna RD him. And yeah, that was enough to throw him at cover with guard troops coming on the flank. They're gonna need to pull back. Hey, scout car, maybe don't piss off the thing that can snipe you with the DPs. Although Rilfe grenade going off, not a great hit, only gets one model. Female troops coming in, will do damage, but not a ton. But the guard troops right there with the DPs, if they can keep. Yep, they button it, so it tried to keep it from escaping. And it looks like the penals did enough damage to kill it. Meanwhile, Panzer Grenadiers are pushing on left. We have shock troops trying to come in, but nope. Germans are holding that territory and pushing right toward Super Hornet space. Does he? Okay, he does have tier 4. Milam has tier 4. Rena has tier 4. Caffeine only has tier 3, though he could upgrade, although all this German infantry is suppressed right now. Jesus. Hulk has tier 3. Champagne has tier 2. Base buys, base. Green has tier 2. And again, STS, we know he has a higher tier. Right now, it's just a lot of infantry. I know they have AT grenades, but you need something to deal with that. Although, T-70, interesting. Panzer IV has been on the field. I think that's the first armor we have this game. MG-42 are being equipped, hopefully to counteract all of this infantry. Hopefully elite troops. We got mechanized support, so long range fair. Caffeine with shock rifle, which is good close range anti-infantry, as I said before. Long range with mechanized support, which is again same. Are they really? It's the same doctrines for both sides. Jesus Christ. Panzer IV giving chase to the T-70. Maybe not a bad idea. Again, you're trying to knock it out, but you're going so deep in Soviet territory that you have to worry about mines, AT grenades, everything else. I wouldn't risk it. I honestly wouldn't. But looks like it paid off. Wait, maybe not. If he kills this, yes. Okay, there we go. I was gonna say, if that thing gets one last shot, that Panzer IV is done for. Looks like the Soviets got this area decapped somehow, though there's an MG kind of guarding. It's MG-42, so it's the one that was stolen from earlier. On the other side, Soviets are counterattacking, and snipers up to 15 kills. We have a T-34 being deployed by Milam. Lost some infantry, but not doing too bad. Germans have gone, again, with SCS Special Operations, so good infantry support, recon, Panther. But the one thing I say about this is he got himself a Panzer IV, which actually I would say is a pretty good idea. I know the enemy has a lot of AT, but right now they were kind of sending a lot of infantry toward you. Either saving up for a Brumbar or a Panzer IV. Ostwind would be a good combo. Any one of those is a good option because they are very good against infantry. And I feel like that's what you're mainly fighting. The Panzer IV, it's not like the Germans don't have AT. They absolutely do. For example, the pack gun right in mid. But their infantry is also not exactly doing as well, so they need something to help fight against infantry, which is why... Oh, an Ostwind. Okay. So yeah, they're doubling down the anti-infantry fare. Also, again, they have something to stop enemy airstrikes from coming in. Or possible recon, but we don't have to worry about that by their doctrines. Shock troops did grab the VP point over here. AT guns opening fire, pushing the Panzer IV back. Almost a Soldaten, unfortunately, not a good bundle grenade. Same thing with the guards, missing double Soldaten. But let's see, we have Soldaten pushing on in. Now, I'm actually a little surprised he didn't get the upgrade for the Soldaten. He went with the LMG. I would have gone with the SCG-44, but especially versus shock troops, it can at least, maybe not win per se, but it would at least keep them in the fight. I still think shock troops have a small advantage. But the Soldaten, if in good cover, can easily do a ton to shock troops with the STG-44 upgrade. Anyway, Germans pushing in through this left-hand flank. Not a bad idea. Soviets are more well entrenched in this position. So if you just let them rush against your own MGs, although they're actually advancing with the MG-42. So I'm assuming the Germans lost that. Building's also very close to collapsing. Maybe you can come around, do a lot of damage. We do have a lot of mines over here. which could be an issue. We actually have 4 mines at the very least. So they're prepped and ready for a German push on that flank. Nice shots with the Panzerschrecks. Again, MG in the back is suppressing them by Milam. So good job there. Campaign a Panzer when joint operations, so we can see artillery start being brought down. Right now it's just a huge infantry fight in mid. And honestly, it's just who can keep their units alive. The nice thing with the Soviets is they keep picking up all the dead support equipment, which is kind of hilarious to my, you know, at least to me. Panzer IV returning fire, slowly pushing them back. Playing overhead for recon, which is actually good for the Germans because the Soviets don't have that. So they have awesome strikes like fire and IL-2, but they can't go in depth with it because they can't see anything behind enemy lines. Fire's coming down, stop and capture at this point. T-70, SU-85, good combo, stop any infantry and armor. Oh, Penal Troop's gonna get him on the retreat. Nice kill. He's putting his troops in front of the Grenadiers, trying to body block their retreat path. Not a bad idea. Oswin, though, coming on in. But with the SU-85 there, the Oswin needs to get the fuck out. Yeah, there's 2. Again, we can see there's actively 2 guys. He lost all of his frontline infantry in that push. Mines going off, but weirdly enough, I mean, like, they'll get some penals, but the armor's just like, nah, I'm fine. Now, they are way overextending with this. I would be shocked if we don't see German armor kind of swing in and take this stuff out. Oswin could go blitz as well, kind of dodge some of those shots. SU-85 still going. Rena, oh my god, going in. Misses the shot, though. Oswin, though, unfortunately, we're trying to reposition. T-70 and SU-85 still going. Armor, though, coming on in with a pack gun. This armor needs to get the hell out of there. I don't see any teller mines or anything stopping them. Panzer IV could get a nice shot on the T-70. It'll be close. Very, very close. But he's ready to go. He has a... Oh my god, this just went camouflage mode. Recon's active, so we can't see it. Oh, SU-85 is unfortunately the one taking the brunt of the action. Oswin won't really do too much damage unless it gets, like, rear armor shots. But the Panzer IV, if it can, you know, increase its speed and just go around, could definitely do quite a bit. Unfortunately, he's just going so wide that the SU-85 is able to keep track of it the entire time. Unfortunately, not able to really keep it up in the fight. SU-85 might get the shot. Unable to. Oswin, though, going in for the fight. Really risky with that maneuver. Because, again, Oswin not known for fighting off armor. And, again, it can do something. We've seen flak guns kill T-34s, but that's rear shots. And because T-34 is more weaker armor. SU-85 is a different ball game. Meanwhile, Germans pushing on left, having better luck against Hornet. Actually taking over the entirety of the left, so good job there. Resource-wise as well, they have advantage. Though, Allies definitely putting down caches. Oh, well, the Germans are also putting down at least 3 caches, so never mind. Looks like fuel-wise, Germans have advantage, but munition-wise, it's quite even. Although, if they can connect this territory, the Allies might be in a little better position, but they're not connected, so there's that. Panzer Grenadiers advancing. I don't know why they're focusing on the AT gun. Definitely want to focus on that cache, because, again, cache is 250 manpower. I know sometimes that's like, why bother? But, yeah, that's a lot. Oh, grenade takes the blow. Milam's like, don't worry, guys, I got this. Throws it. It's like caboose. It's like, oh, someone put a wall in my way. Not my fault. And immediately, he's going to pull back. Meanwhile, Oswin fighting the T-70. Pretty good. T-70 can definitely be penetrated by the Oswin. Panther on the field as well. Okay, recon's overhead. Oh, he got hit by his own mine. The Oswin detonated it. Good use. Unfortunately, with the double AT right there, you're not going to get very far. Luckily, he realizes that and pulls back. Axis need to get that territory back. Wait, is that an MG42 on a Pioneer? Alright, that's interesting. Not what I expected. I'm sorry, Guard Troop's going to take some damage from that. Alright. We have our artillery coming on in, our artillery barrage. Also, we have Green going with Lightning War. Very good for his infantry, but I already upgraded them with MG42s. Again, a little bit more synergy, I think, would be better if he was trying to upgrade them with G43s. At least he can do, like, specials like the Ostrupen relief. So, again, at least he can get some additional reserves if he loses a lot of them. Or he expects to lose a lot of them. Meanwhile, Tiger's pushing in mid. Unfortunately, mid has just become a... Oh, God. It's just so many craters everywhere. But the Germans are keeping a steady push. They're holding left and doing a decent job. All right. I'm actually surprised. I figure... Usually in games I play, it's usually this side is more... I don't know. Maybe it's just my luck. But this side usually holds this stuff, but not in this game. Meanwhile, Tiger advancing way too far, though, goes and kills the AT gun. I think it just assumes it's the big dog in the park and can take on anything. We have an AT gun, though, coming in here. Su-85's coming in. We have a KVA flamethrower that's, weirdly enough, right? Ostwind and Panzer IV coming in to help in mid. And now they're coming in. Again, good combo. One can focus on... Oh, my God! All right. Anti-air taken effect by the Soviets. Su-85, though, an AT gun redeploying to fight them off. Penal's satcheling the Ostwind, not the Panzer IV, though another Panzer IV is coming in to assist. Hits a mine, though! God damn, that's bad luck for that armor. He needs to get the hell out of there and fast. He has Panzer Tactician, which he could deploy. Another mine going off. Armor's just being pinned left and right. Although Command Panther will help them out a little bit. Provide them some bonuses, hopefully get them to safety. Panther coming on the right. I mean, the Su-85s literally are switching ways. But unfortunately for this Panther, they got buttoned by the guards. Good combo. And Milam gets the nice strike. Kills the Panther, knocks it out. Wow, actually a big push is going on by Caffeine. Doing a ton of damage, knocking out, hopefully, this cache. And reconnecting some really important territory to get some additional resources to their side. Germans still, holy shit, 63 munitions per turn. That is nothing to sneeze at all. That's a lot of munitions going to a single side. Unfortunately, Campaign and Panzer currently has a very small army, has lost quite a bit. Unfortunately, he's the main person fighting Caffeine, so Caffeine has done a really good job counterattacking. Meanwhile, unfortunately for him, SDS has decided, nah, you're dead, and moves over his almost done. Hope cleans some of this infantry up. Which, by the way, yeah, Pino's with Petrar's rifles gonna have a rough day versus almost unless they get supported. Luckily, the KVA flamethrower got burst in there to help. Oh, satchel going off. That thing could be toast. Main gun knocked out. We have a lot of AT infantry. They should be able to pen that armor and knock out the command tank. Tiger could come in, drop smoke as well. Is a possibility, but no. Panzerwerfer being fired as last ditch effort. He does recognize that, pulls back, and they miss. Meanwhile, Milam is moving out on the Tiger, trying to push it back. Again, very good infantry support here. Really enjoy how they're using the guards as support. Panzer IV once again trying to come on in, and engineers are trying to body block a lot of the infantry. Looks like, even though a grenade will go off and kill a lot of models, they'll do the job and pull them back. Panzer Grenadier is being pushed back by, well, a giant armored tank with a flamethrower on its mouth. Yeah, not something you want to see, you know, when you're trying to come into this war zone. Anti-air gun doing a great job shredding infantry as well. Again, Caffeine's doctrine is designated anti-infantry. That is what it's good at with the KVA and everything else. He's assisting with the T-70's recon anti-infantry and the anti-air, which also, you know, provides anti-infantry. But also it's backed up by a ton of packs. Until they get rid of that, all this armor... Oh, no, he's getting Su-85. So, yeah, he's just... Oh, yeah. He has a really good army right now. He doesn't even have to get the IS-2 for it. He could get an IS-2 in, like, 3 minutes, but it'll take some time. Meanwhile, again, the tank destroyers and AT guns, which is, by the way, the biggest issue right now I'm seeing for this game for the Germans is all the AT. A lot of infantry moving on in with the old Sedan. Panzer Grenadiers as well opening fire. But again, a lot of armor on that KV-8, so you're going to have some issues. AA gun might cause suppression on that stuff. It is hitting it. KVA flamethrower is burning away the... Oh my god, the infantry. AT gun using artillery, push back the bulk squads in the Obersoldaten. Germans did manage to take back mid, so they're definitely putting a lot of pressure on the Soviets in victory point-wise. But army point-wise, we know the one gentleman currently doesn't have much of an army. And I mean that by, oh, what's his name? Champagne. A lot of infantry right here. Good artillery target. It looks like we do have artillery being made. A little close to that building, I think. Separate it slightly in case the enemy did have an artillery strike or something like that. Armor's pushing on in. Panzer IV, and Ostwind most of the mines were cleared up, so he doesn't have to worry necessarily about being hit. Ocwieja getting some great rear armor shots. Combine that with the Panther, and that thing should... Oh, it does. It gets decrewed. Oh, it's only decrewed. They're being buttoned, though. A lot of infantry, though, coming in to try to hit them in the ass. They're using a lot of smoke to get out. It looks like they will. Hornet's trying to stop them, but all the armor got... Oh, nope! Oswin got satcheled. Nice job, Penals. And, yeah, it's another one that bites the dust. I'm not sure, but, I mean, like, yeah, you did kill the S-285, but you killed the crew, not the actual, you know, tank, so it's still gonna make it back to base. Again, tanks moving on in. We have an ISU-152 on the field by Arena, backed up by a KV-8. Artillery, great shot on it. Moving on in. Oh my god, so much armor. Yeah, flamethrower won't work on it, even though theoretically a hot flamethrower going into a tank would do, I think, a decent amount of damage. But they get the kill on target. Rena, again, needs to bring over some support. AT gun is there, but not much gonna... Oh god, Recon's overhead, I'm assuming, to help. Panther's going in, bouncing the shot. Another Panther coming on in, gets the kill shot. Good job there. That's a lot of dead Soviet armor, and that's exactly what the Germans needed. Like, unfortunately, a T-gun is... They don't have an escape route, and it's being hit from behind. Oh, they need to get out of there. One more shot, and that thing is screwed. Panzer IV, though, coming in, trying to take out the AT gun. Again, anti-infantry helping out with the Panther, which is more focused on armor, but still can do something with, especially with the MG upgrade. A lot of armor up here. And yeah, the Germans are just cleaning house. Killing the AT gun as well. Yes, don't let live. Oh, although you pissed off Caffeine, he brought up the IS-2. Backed up by triple AT guns. Knocks out the Panther without a second thought. This, oh my god, I love the skin on this IS-2. It looks pissed. This is the angriest IS-2 I've ever seen, and it looks amazing. Backed up by a triple Zis gun. Oh my god, yeah. German's gonna need to run the hell away from this combo. Unless you get a Panzerwerfer strike on there. But yeah, nice last-stage counterattack by the Soviets stopped the Germans from wrecking house. But the Germans did lose quite a bit. Overall army composition, I'm probably in like the upper 60s. Soviets are more in line of like the upper 70s, I would say. I'm giving estimates. So yeah, Soviets still have lead, but territory-wise, the Germans are doing a lot better for a majority of this game, especially when they get that, oh, if they get this munitions back online. Plus, they have been the victory point. So even though the right side, I would say, is the weakest area overall for this entire game, they've done a fantastic job by holding the middle victory point and the left victory point. Though it looks like Super Hornet might be coming in and putting an end to that. Though we do have quite a number of mines in the sector, so if they try to move in, they could explode. IS-2 definitely having some issues with some troops. I don't know why. I think he's trying to Panzerfaust, but forgot to. Anyway, Milam trying to hold mid. But once again, like, Green is doing decent work. Oh, wait, hold on. Another IS-2's on the field. Equally angry. I love these IS-2s that look pissed off. The skin works really well. Anyway, doing a lot of damage, pushing back the Panther. Gets the kill with a guard support. Again, don't underestimate those DPs. And yeah, just shredded that armor quite effectively. And again, Germans, we already saw, are low in terms of overall population. And not a ton of reserves. Some have a decent amount of fuel, but like... Hulk is the only person I can see with actual manpower, but he actually is a decent army. He just needs more men, I think. But, I mean, the good news is Germans do have these armor groups that are just moving through. And usually they're pretty well fitted, like Command Panther with the Panther and Panzer IV, 2 Panthers and a Panzer IV, so they're well decked for dealing with any situation. One Panther has been stopped, although he has enough to possibly, maybe save enough for a Tiger Ace, I'm not entirely sure. Whatever the case may be, S-285s and another IS-2 coming over. Panther needs support. Not getting it. Trying to get the kill on the IS-2. That T-70 though, goddamn. Barely alive, managed to get out. And now all the armor is focusing on one. That's 3 armored units being completely knocked out. Again, this is one guy going after a team where all 4 players are literally helping out together. It's, yeah. Also, it's like, well... Your ally could have called in too close air support, which would have helped break that up, and maybe some artillery via Panzerwerfers? Is that possible? Yeah, it could have, but he didn't. Again, a little bit of coordination definitely helps out. Panzer IV could get a nice shot on the Katyusha. Would be a little bit of a sweet victory. Gets a nice rear shot on the IS-2. Fires, fire, take the shot, kills Katyusha. Damn, Milam has to be angry, but the IS-2 is equally such. And backed up by the AT guns, knocks out the Panzer IV. Bit more of a loss for the Germans as, well, Panzer IV costs more than a Katyusha. Meanwhile, this artillery, while initial salvo had a few good shots, after that, not so much. MG, get the hell off that point. You will not survive. And he's not going to be able to retreat. No time. The artillery is well coming in. The guard troops will tear him apart when he retreats. And anti-air gun was like, just in case I'm here. Oh, boy. Too close air support coming on in, trying to push this stuff back. We do have anti-air, which is why you want to do it when there's so much armor, because, yeah, the anti-air was also busy trying to get the hell out of there, so I think it would have been a little preoccupied with shooting down planes if it was already engaging other stuff. But since it's already in the back, not really doing much, it's like, nah, I can shoot down these planes, I'm fine. Meanwhile, Soviets are trying to kill the cache, not able to. Sudan taking over this point. SD, again, some of these guys have some decent amount of resources. And again, the Germans are still putting pressure in mid. I'm just worried about that right flank. Flamethrower with Grenadiers going on in, which, by the way, Vet 3, 32 kills. Nothing to sneeze at. And the Panzer Grenadiers with G43s have been excellent in their KD, with 28 as well. SDS, a lot of good Sudan stuff with 33 kills, respectively. Hulk has got not really much, except for that Tiger Ace, which just got on the field. He lost all of his armor, so... yeah, artillery's coming down. A lot of armor trying to push in to kill that IS-2, but it's backing up. Milam, MGs are pretty much the MVPs of this game. Anti-air gun. Oh, wait, no, Pino's with 11. There we go. Good kill. Knock out the half-track. I'm assuming they're sacrificing this. And, yeah, infantry up, kill the pack gun, maybe even the frontal coaxial machine gun. Oh, T-70 managing to live again. Hot damn. Oh, never mind. Command Panther's like, no, it doesn't escape. Oh, shoot. S-25 really low on health. Damn. They're going to lose a lot in this push. I mean, don't worry about it. Milam can get another one. Super Hornet. He can also get, like, more armor as well. Rena's a little bit... Well, no, he can get another ICU-5 too. He's probably saving up for that, I assume. Caffeine, it's just pumping out more units. So the Soviets have a decent amount of reserves, even though the Germans are consistently pushing in. Great shot by the Tiger. Gets the Su-85 on the retreat, though. You have this bullshit coming on in with the AT gun. This, sorry, anti-air, which, again, give them credit. Soviets have enough AA that they're good against both infantry and armor alike. Although, why is that there? I don't know. You should have retreated it. It's so low on health. Oh, he does retreat that. Meanwhile, Tiger Tank's on the front saying, this is mine, even though the, well, Soviets like, no, get off the point. Tiger Tank will die, most likely because he's not paying attention. He needs to get the hell out of there. He is blitzing. And he's holding fire. He has 43 kills with this damn thing, so good job. Meanwhile, looks like, again, on the right, ISU-52 has been deployed. Lots of guard troops as well, so he has that going for him. He has the right point. I'm not, like, any push over here would be good. Germans, unfortunately, have been running rampant on this side. And to be fair, Super Hornet's doing what he can. I think more frontline infantry might help him out a little bit more. He just needs to keep it alive. Jesus Christ! Where's that ISU-52 when you need it? Oh, is it coming over here? It's like, you called? But yeah, there's a lot of German infantry over here that needs killing. Luckily, there's 2 IS-2s as well, which can help clear some stuff. Oh, another ISU-52. Oh my god, we have 4 Soviet heavy tanks on the field. Oh, usually the Germans are the ones spamming heavies. No, now it's the Soviets. Also, the poor unit inside. Panzerwerfer coming on in. I'm assuming they're trying to hit all of this. And managed to do so. At least 1 AT gun's dead. The other 3 are barely functioning, need some heals. Sudan kind of coming on in, but yeah, a few Germans have died. Oh wait, was that all of his infantry? Hulk lost all the infantry. You looked impressive, and then you died like a bitch. Make sure you get your men out, ladies and gentlemen. Make sure you get it out. Very important. Obosada opening fire, managing to do quite a bit of damage, although IS-252 is like, nah, get out of here. Get out of here. Middle is not captured. That might be a big F for the Germans, because they need to keep that point. Maybe instead of sending all your men forward, you actually hold on to the point, because then you could actually start the, you know, VP point victory. Tiger tank saying, oh, what do you got, Soviets? And the Soviets like, we have 2 heavy tanks that are main battle tanks, and the other one's a tank destroyer-esque. So please, fight us. Oh, we have a Pack 43. Oh, that's gonna hurt. Does get the kill on the IS-2. Panther and Tiger. Tiger ace with the play, getting up to Vet 3. Coming over here with the Panzerwerfer. Nope, a little farther in the back. Would have been better in the front. Panther does die. Tiger needs to get the hell out of there before all this shit kills him. Meanwhile, big armor push on right. Having some issues, though, managing to kill the IS-252. They died, they got out. I do think the Soviets should be placing mines. That's the, I mean, these Germans are literally diving in deep and just going in for that like main issue and easily dealing with it. Sure, their infantry's not surviving long, but their armor's doing quite well. Another plane crash, Jesus Christ. Come on, Panzerwerfer. Not really hitting it at all. Nothing. But yeah, I'll give the Germans this. They won't let the Soviets keep any heavies. Meanwhile, we have the AT guns just swarming on in. IL-2 bomb strike comes in. Does a bit of damage. Doesn't kill anything, though. So that's good. I think Mark Target's getting them recon, which is why they're able to call in the strike, I think. Something allowed them to see it. Oh, the AT guns are kind of going in. Be very cautious with that, Germans. Be very cautious. Or Soviets go balls deep and get some kills. Tiger Ace, crippled, without a gun, engine, just by itself. IS-2 is like, mine. I don't know what it's doing, but needs to get the hell out of there. He doesn't have enough for art. Well, okay, he would have enough if he didn't get the Panther. Infantry's coming over, but he needs something to keep this thing alive. That doesn't come, and it dies. I mean, nice job, Super Hornet, going in for the deep strike. Meanwhile, looks like the Panzerwerfer did get some hits. Everything over here is pretty weak. Mine's going down. Good job, Caffeine. At least making sure that, so if the Germans do come back in, they're definitely going to be punished deeply. Also, once again, Rena is getting this AT line. Okay, and backed up by guards troops. He's like, all right, F that IS-152. Who needs armor when you got AT guns? And bunker going down, which is weird because they've been spamming AT guns. Not really worth it. Although if the Germans can grab some of this equipment, it might not be a bad idea. Osman trying to get some kills, but there's 3 AT guns hitting your side. Oh, it's so screwed. It's so screwed. He needs to get behind this cover. Not able to. Plus you have the other AT guns in the front. Oh my god. This thing literally just got wrecked. Trying to see what else is there. Germans sold this point, but overall, now it's the Soviets' turn to really push deep. Huh. Germans pushed into Soviet territory for a majority of the time, and then in the last, oh, I don't know, we'll say like 20% of this battle, if that's how long this is going to go for, or maybe the last act would be a better terminology, they push into German territory. Why does that sound familiar? I wonder. Anyway, luckily the Pack 43 is still providing some great support, pushing back the heavy tanks. We also now have a Stug on the field, artillery as well, got 6 kills. I'm assuming it's been bashing heavy tanks again. But honestly, even though we have a new IS-2, even though, does he even have an IS-2? He does. Okay, all right. So Super Mario has an IS-2. There's an ISU-152. A lot of the big, oh my god, a lot of the big plays in this game have, I mean, like, don't get me wrong, armor's done well, but the AT guns have equally done really well. So good job on both sides. Panzerwerfer opening fire. Where will it hit? That is the question. Oh, good wipes. Milam lost all of his engineers. That IC-152 is like, well, I'm going to be at action for probably another minute. Engineers so quickly brought up to the front. IS-2, by the way, with 21 kills, Vet 2. Just having a field day, causing a lot of damage on this side. Luckily, he is still, I mean, like, I'll give credit. SDS is still putting a lot of pressure. A lot of his armor's coming on left. That's not a bad idea. I don't see mines. Oh, wait, no, there are mines. There's a fuck ton of mines. Never mind. If this armor push could be great or horrifying. Also, he did a marked target against this, or, you know, with the command tank, so that's cool. Or coordinate fire, I should say. Unfortunately for him, mine, lots of AT guns. So, maybe the moving up the Command Panther would have been a better idea. Or Minesweepers. That might have helped. But, I mean, I get what he was trying to do. Just, unfortunately, didn't come to pass. Unfortunately, Soviets are mining up this side again. Good idea. You have territory under your control. Just make sure the Germans can't do a deep dive on it. Yeah, Rena's just given up on his armor. He's like, okay, who needs armor? I literally have everything I need with guards in AT. Meanwhile, another, again, IS-2 going deep, but Panthers, again, the rest of them that didn't want to engage is moving on in. They are getting some good hits, pushing back the IS-2. We have recon coming down from the Soviets, or, I'm sorry, the Germans. Interesting. I don't know why you called it in there, unless you're Panzerwerfing it. Well, never mind. Plane got immediately shot down. Good job, anti-air gun, with, so far, 8 aces down. I assume 5-2, stopping the German pack gun push. Panzerwerfer coming on in. Not really hitting all too much. Pack gun, though, is still there. Not within range, though. Not within range. Germans, I mean, still have a huge lead. So that's why it's like, in this scenario, it may be actually better for the Germans to, like, kind of retract their line a little bit. And then just come out swinging. Because army-wise, they are still down. They're in, like, what, mid-60s. Yeah, they're in the mid-60s. Milam and everyone else is mid-70s, I want to say. So, yeah, Germans still doing decently well. I mean, some are doing better than others. But they need to hold the victory point. But right now, there's a lot of Soviet forces guarding that point. MG's moving on up. Pack gun as well, out of range. Need to move on up, but the command tank is kind of stopping it. Fire's coming down that point, I assume. Big armor push on left. That's decapping this point. So even though they're getting mid, they're not getting the other side. And the Jagdpanzer is taking some shots from the AT guns, which are just covering a wide swath of territory with their fire. Not going very well. Fire coming down all over the map. IL-2 bomb strike maybe on this point. No, more fire. It's a fire? What is this? Nothing is coming down. Okay, never mind. I thought it was fire, but I guess not. I mean, or artillery coming down. More in this sector, not doing too much. Maybe kind of hit mid with it. I don't know. If they're going to keep going there. Luckily, the Panzerwerfer's doing so. I mean, it's Vet 3 with 50 kills, so it's doing something right. Oh, it hit back here again. Okay, I know you're... I don't know what you're trying to doing, but I don't think you need to dig the enemy's hole. I'm just... like, you don't need to dig... Great, unless you're being like, watch, I'll dig a deep hole, and that's what I'm going to bury you in. Might be a little more intimidating when you're actually, you know, over there, pushing into their territory. Meanwhile, we got some... Wait, hold on. Yeah, okay, you're being burnt alive over here. These guys, I was checking to see, they do have a Panzerschreck and close-range weapons. Nice bundle grenade on them, I'll give you credit there. IS-2 barely kicking, but lined up by a line of AT. There's 3 of the suckers. All the Soviets now have almost a line of AT, except for Milam, which is a bit weird. But they all have a decent chunk of AT, or they did at one point. Oh my god, this Panther really wants that IS-2 dead. Problem. He's literally a minute away from getting another one. And I guarantee you, if these AT guns kill that Panther... Yeah, oh, there we go. Strike came in. Plane, though, immediately being shot down. Panther trying to figure out a way out of this mess. Milam's like, where you going? Where you going? Although he popped the focus sight, he may want to have not done that. AT gun, though, moving on in. Get the final shot. Nope, the front one got it. Nice. Up, last shot on the KV-8. Ugh. not go well. The Soviets coming in, providing recon for an IL-2 bomb strike. Pack 43 will get one last shot on the Su-85. Alas, that's its final shot. Yeah. And now the Germans have pretty much... Oh boy, they have unfortunately, they're not doing all that well. And they surrender. Okay, there we go. They had some great pushes. I'll give the Germans that. And so, like, they had good armor groups that do some damage. And a lot of the time, the heavy tanks on the Soviets just wouldn't live. Unfortunately, a lot of times when they would do that deep strike, except for mid, I will give this. For mid and left, the Germans, when they press, they would typically try to hold that territory. Unfortunately, a lot of times they would go in with literally no support. For especially in that second half, I don't know why they changed that, but yeah, they started sending in the Panthers and Panzer IVs by themselves without any infantry support. That was a mistake. I think minesweepers would have helped to stop the mines from hitting them. I think that additional infantry would have helped try to keep them alive. Yeah, just stuff like that. Like, again, pack gun support, so the Su-85s can't charge you down. They definitely will be pushed back. It was nice to see about the Pack 43 trying to hold back some of the armor and hold mid. But unfortunately, like, if you guys would have focused on the victory points a little bit more, maybe you guys could have won that. But I feel like it's weird. I feel like the infantry game is also another place where the Germans, like, they just started losing a lot of infantry in this. I can know that was quickly noticeable. The Soviets lost quite a bit, and I think that'll be shown up. Yeah, I mean, look at these KDs for a lot of the, like, again, green, fantastic. That, like, SDS, fantastic. Those two we saw did very well. Champagne got smashed by Rena, and Hulk got, he sacrificed a lot of his men. We saw that a lot. So they took they took heavy casualties. Most damage goes to Champagne. If I had to assume why, I'm going to assume the Pack 43. Yeah, Pack 43. It was doing a lot of work. Soviets, Super Hornet did very well. By the way, thank you, Milam, so very much for not only sending me this replay, but for being an awesome supporter as well. So thank you so very much, man. You rock in that regard. But in any case, Caffeine did some incredible amount of damage, and I'm guessing that's also from his AT. Like, Super Hornet got wrecked. Let's be very clear on that. Super Hornet got wrecked a lot. But once again, if we look here, AT guns nearly 30,000 damage. All right. Then we look at Caffeine. How much? AT guns, 19,000 damage. Not bad. Like, they did a ton with their AT guns. Rena, what was yours best? Okay, your guards troops. How much? All right, hold on. But to keep this flowing, how much do your AT guns do? Okay, you had the pack. Right, you did. You had the pack gun that you never lost. Combine that, it's almost like 10,000 damage total. Very close, but that's a lot of damage for packs when it's like, let's a Super Hornet. Let's see how much your IS-2 did overall in damage. It did about 10,000, so it did very well, but you had two of them. Let's see, Milam, your heavy tank was oh, about 4,000. Not even 3,500. All right. Let's double check. Oh, okay, Su-85s as well, Milam. That's pretty good. Rena, how much damage did your big heavy tank do? Yeah, 4,000. And, dude, Caffeine, did we already go over yours? IS-2 did, no, it did about 8. Okay, now it's 2 as well. So, consistently, the AT guns did way more damage in reversing that armor. So, good job there with that. Also, some really good infantry support by the Soviets. Like, again, Milam had typically a lot of good support and mine plays. We had Caffeine, tons of good AT. I think he was the first one to use it. Again, 45 minutes. Time flies in this. A lot of good support and stuff alive. Again, Rena, his guard troops are on point. Every time the Germans would try to run, he's like, button. It's like, nope. Also, a fuck ton of mines over here. Good job. So if the Soviets, if the Germans did come back, they would, if there were any more deep dives, they would have paid dearly. Also, good AT line. And I think that's everyone. Yeah, Milam had, again, good AT line and good support structure. Again, I feel like the Soviets just had a better combined arms army, especially with the AT gun support, even though if the heavy tanks didn't live up to them. The Germans try to rely more on armor, but that really just, unfortunately, that goes so far against this kind of comp. What I think would have might have been better is just, honestly, additional, the Panzerwerfer, like, again, I think one of the reasons why This gentleman did so well as his artillery. His Panzerwerfers were able to take out those AT blocks. I think if the other Germans would have followed suit and tried to focus on killing the AT guns and then diving with a Minesweeper, I think that would have been incredibly effective. But overall, otherwise, Germans had really good map control. Soviets, I think, also doubled up on 2 commanders a little too much. I think with additional recon, that would have really helped them out. But hey, what do you guys think? Leave it down in the comments down below. I always double check those and read them. So again, thank you so very much for your time and watching this awesome replay. Thank you to everyone who supports my channel, everything like that. Seriously, I think when this replay comes out, it'll be the new year. So we'll see how 2020 does for Greyshot Productions. But in any case, this has been Greyshot17, and I'll see all of you next time. Hello everyone, before you guys go, I want to give a special shout out to Patreon supporters Milam, Joey G240, Streakingwookie, Spartycus, Rilfe, Pyroshark, Ollie, JrChicklis, Ion, Ace, Ranger 412, Jakub, Ocwieja, and GTA. Thank you all for your amazing support, and thanks again to the patrons as well down below. It's been Greyshot17, and I'll see all of you next time.